Hello, everybody. I wanted to come on today live and talk about something I've been asked a lot lately. And that is, what do I use and what do I recommend to create social media posts? This is a question I get asked quite a bit from not just clients, but from people that I meet at networking events. They ask me, do I create all of my posts within Photoshop and designer only programs, or do I create these using a standalone program? So for those of you that don't know me, hello, I'm Gina. I'm the chief chick in charge here at O'Daniel Designs, and I'm a brand strategist, and I help businesses around the world bring their brands to life. So today I'm coming to you talking about social media tips that you can use for your business and that you don't have to go to designers to use, but that you can take and look like a rock star in your business to move your business brand forward. And the two programs that I would recommend for creating your branded social media pieces are Canva, which most of you may have heard of, but then there's a little known program out there, but designers know about it, our little hidden secret. It's called Adobe Spark. And that happens to be my first love over Canva. I like Canva, and it's got its own uses, and they're both different in their way, but my preference is Adobe Spark. And I want to tell you why, and I want to give a little bit of differences to you so that you can make a decision for yourself as to which program would be better for you to use for creating your branded social media pieces. So Canva is a program that you can create not only just social posts, but you can create flyers. You can put your logo on them if you have the paid version of that. You can create book covers and all kinds of things. But my warning to you with using Canva is it is not a program that then should be used and design pieces and then sent off to a printer to be printed. And there's many reasons for that. First off is there's setup that's needed for the printer that is not allowable within Canva. You have to do some manipulations. It also, if you're pulling imagery down, you need to make sure that you're at the right DPI for printing, and that doesn't necessarily happen within Canva, as well as I have heard horror stories from other designers that they've received logo designs that people have created from within Canva and then want to use them on their printed piece. If this happens, we unfortunately have to go around and come back to you and say, would you like us to recreate this in a program that we can use, because it needs to be in a vector format, and that's all techie, and I don't want to get techie here with you today. But I just wanted to let you know that if you're going to create a logo, do not use it for printing within Canva. But let's talk about social media. My favorite social media creatable program is Adobe Spark. And why is that? Adobe Spark came out, oh gosh, about a year and a half ago, and I was one of the beta testers for it. And I've been with Adobe Spark this whole time, have ridden the ride, and that is how I create not only my my standalone imagery posts, but it's also how I create those cool little videos that you may have seen on my page. And there's other things that you can do with Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark has 3 programs within one program. That is Adobe Post, Adobe Page, and our Spark Post, Spark Page, and Spark Video. And just like it says, you can create a post, you can create a page, which is like a landing page, and you can create videos. But then again, you can also create posts that can be turned into videos. So I'll explain that a little bit here. And so those of you looking up Adobe Spark, it's at spark.adobe.com. And it's not just for designers. It's a little hidden secret there. It is for any business, any person, anybody that wants to just be creative and find a program that's creative for them can use this program to create visuals for their brand. And I say that because what you do in Adobe Spark, and why this is different than Canva, is Adobe Spark has those three other features where it's created just to be social. So not so much the flyers, the book covers, and all of that. It's created for more the social aspect that anybody can pick up and use. When you pick up Adobe Spark, you can put your branding in it, much like Canva, and you can do that with their paid versions. They also, like Canva, have a free version, which is a little bit limited. You can have to get their branding off of it, the Adobe Spark hashtag off of it, you have to use the paid version. But I recommend picking it up and trying it. So spark.adobe.com. I am not being paid for this at all. I just want to share some secrets with you today to help you grow your business. So when you pick it up, you can with the paid version, you can put in your branding colors. It does this magic behind the scenes, and you pick out your fonts, you pick out your colors, you put in your logos, and then magically it creates like some stock posts for you that you can take and use as a template to plug in your photos, re-put in your text that you want to use, and then put that out in the universe. But along with that, Adobe Spark also has apps for all three of them. And I'm telling you this because here's a little hidden secret. So if you're creating an Adobe post and you wanted to have some movement in it, you save the post that you're creating, whether it be on your laptop, your desktop, or whatever, and you can open up the app either on your phone or your iPad or whatever. They now have an Android app for all of them. So whatever your device you're using, you can pick that up and open that piece that you're creating, and you can put some video movement to that within the Adobe post. It's very easy to use. For your branding, I'm going to step back a little bit here. When you put in your branding now, the one new thing that they've added to Adobe Spark Post, is that you can now upload the fonts that are your actual brand fonts. So why is this so cool? It's because now you just don't have to pick from the font list that's their selection for you. You can now truly be branded to your company's images and use the fonts that you're using in your logos or on any of your marketing pieces within Adobe Spark Post. Moving on with that, so then you've got Adobe Spark Video. And the one thing about Spark Video, I just did a video last week on color, and I use Spark Video to do this. What you can do within Spark Video is it's got two formats right now. It's got a normal widescreen that can be used on YouTube or on your website or in Vimeo, any of those. But you now have the option of doing a square format. So for social sharing in Instagram or on Facebook, so there is a square option. I am hoping, and I've sent in some requests for the Instagram stories format, so the long format. I'm hoping to hear when we go to conference in October that they are adding this format to use, because otherwise there's some Mickey Mousing around that you can get things to look good in Instagram through stories, but you have to do some kind of shifting around and know a little bit what you're doing and how posts want to be. The other thing with that is video. You can add videos that are videos that you have, stock videos. You can choose music, and you can add your voice to them as well. And they have the option of doing without caption or with caption. So it's got a little versatility in it. And the magical thing is you can decide 1 minute I want wide format, and the next minute I want the square format. And you push a button and like magic, it all shifts into the format that you want it. So you're not spending a lot of time, your much needed time that's, you covet really well and you want to protect your time. by not recreating the boat over and over again for each format you need. You just push a button. It's that easy. The third section of the Spark is Spark Pages. And I tell you this with a little bit of, I've used them, but I wouldn't use them for landing pages directly right now and rely on that. And the reason why is right now, every page has an Adobe website attached to it. So you can't take those pages and use your own domain name. So that's where my brand strategist gal here says, just be aware of what you're doing. Use it for things that, maybe you want to share something that's happening within your business, and something that you don't really want to do a blog post on, but you just want to do a quick recap of an event or something like that and have them go to a landing style page. That's what that would be good for. But as business owners, I always recommend that everything that you put out in the world is on your own website, because that's what you own. You own your website. Just like any social media tool, each business owns that. So if you're going to create it, I would prefer that the business page that you're creating is done in your control on your website. So they haven't made that prime time yet. There is chatter amongst us design industry people that have been using it, that this is what we'd like to see, is it moving forward, and you could be able to use that in your business using your own URL and uploading it. So stay tuned. I think that's coming. They said they're working on it, so we're really hopeful and crossing our fingers. So those are the differences between Canva and Adobe Spark. I invite you to go try it out. Try your hand at it. See what you can do. Inside of all of them, they have images that you can use, free stock imagery that you can use, as well as upload your own imagery to that. So it's got a lot more options, in my opinion, and it's really user friendly, that any business can look like a rock star. And I want you all to look like rock stars. That's my goal for you, is to give a little bit of secrets on my end that you can use on your end to make your business look like a rock star. If you have any questions, please put them here in the post. Send them to me. If there's information you want to learn, or some advice you want to learn about, or just see if I've used it, send me a message. If you want to learn more tips like this, I'm going to be trying to come in here every week to share some tips that you can use to move your brand forward. And just ask me. I will come in and I will talk a little bit about those and answer any questions I can. I invite you to follow me on the other social platforms that I'm playing on right now. Instagram is becoming kind of one of my favorites. Facebook was. Instagram is kind of beginning to be my love. So I invite you to like my page, and I'm posting some different things. So I have my personal page, which the brand strategist page is at Gina O'Daniel on Instagram, but my O'Daniel Designs page, I'll also be sharing some brand tips, as well as showing some brand ideas and things like that over on Instagram. So I play in both of those playgrounds on Instagram. I'm also on Pinterest. I'm here on Facebook. I'm a little bit on Twitter. Twitter's not my, I'm there, but I'm kind of like in the background. So the others are my design favorites. I think they're a little bit more flashy for me. So I invite you to come and play with me on the other playgrounds as well, and ask me questions. I really want to help you. That's my goal, is to help you move your business forward. So I invite you to go try out Adobe Spark. There's a free version you can download. Compare it to Canva. See which one you like better. But I really invite you to play with all three: Adobe Post, Adobe Pages, and Adobe Spark Videos. And just play around, see what it can do. It's got this magic to it that it's one touch. It switches it to different formats. You don't have to really move things around. It makes life easier for you. So with that being said, I am going to sign off for now, but please, ask me anything, and I'm happy to come share tips with you. And I want to see you and your business be successful and move your brand forward. So again, I'm Gina O'Daniel, and I will come back next week and give you some more tips that I use and I share with my clients. So have a great day.